So, are you wondering why your makeup doesn't last as long as you want it to, or it doesn't look as you want it to look? You may be making some of these mistakes. My name is Naya, and on this channel, I talk about natural hair and hair in general, beauty, fashion, makeup, health, lifestyle, and all other interesting topics that you can think about. Today, I bring you some makeup mistakes that you may be making, whether you are a beginner or even someone who has practiced makeup for a long time. Mistake number one is not prepping or priming. Ladies, you don't have to ever apply foundation or even eyeshadow without putting on a form of primer. Okay, these primers make sure that your makeup stay on for a very long time. There are primers that have oil control. There are primers that also make sure that your makeup has a dewy finish. That is if that is the look that you are going on for. And our face usually produces natural oils, which tends to break up the makeup product. Therefore, if you don't prime, the natural oils will seep into the makeup product and then break them down, making your makeup not last long. So never apply a foundation or even an eyeshadow without priming. Mistake number two is using the wrong foundation. Ladies, this may come in various forms, like using the wrong shade, or even using a foundation that is not suitable with your skin type. So if you want to know the correct shade of your foundation, make sure you check it or you swap it with the overall color of your body. Don't compare it to only your neck color or your chest color. Usually our necks tends to be darker or lighter depending on whether the sun has been hitting your neck or not. So make sure you look at your overall body color or your overall body complexion before choosing the color. It is really difficult to get the exact match for your skin tone. So it's not a crime to mix two shades if that is going to give you the perfect color. If you are not getting your perfect color from mixing two or more shades, you can go a shade lighter or a shade darker. When you go a shade darker, make sure you go a shade brighter with your powder so that it balances everything out and vice versa. Another mistake when it comes to the foundation is not using a foundation that matches your skin type. There are basically four skin types. We have the oily skin type, we have the normal skin type, we have the combination skin type, and we have the dry skin type. So if you have an oily skin type, make sure you get a foundation that indicates for oily skin. Usually those foundations do not have oils and they tend to give a matte finish. If you have a dry skin, make sure you go for a foundation that gives a dewy finish so that your foundation does not look cakey. If you have a normal skin, you can use any type of foundation depending on the look you are going for. Another mistake we make when it comes to makeup is not setting our creamy products. Ladies, if you have any product that is creamy, it's liquidy, you will have to set it with a powder. Usually people just apply foundations and do not set the foundations with a powder. It is something you wouldn't want to do because it is not going to last long. The foundation is going to be moving about in your face, okay? So you have to make sure you set it with a powder. Even when you have a cream eyebrow product, okay, there are eyebrow powders that you can set them with so that you make sure your makeup lasts all day. The next mistake that I see people do a lot, okay, is putting or placing your contour too low. For those of you who don't know, I am a makeup artist, okay, and I see people applying contour way too low. The purpose of the contour is actually to lift your cheekbones a little. So if you feel you have cheekbones that are too low or are not too defined, for instance, I have a rounder face, okay, so if I want to lift my cheekbones, I want to make it more defined, I apply the contour. But people tend to apply the contour way too low, and so it gives the opposite effect or it doesn't give any results at all. There's a notion that you do this before you apply the contour. So when you do that, you see the hollow that is created. It takes your contour too low, okay, and it's going to give you the opposite effect. So I feel that if you do this, okay, it's going to give a better effect. So let's try this. You do this, the hollow is here. You do this, you see. So you see, when you do this, instead of the fish face, it gives you a better placement of your contour and you can get a desired effect. You can try that at home. If you are not subscribed, as usual, subscribe, like this video if you love the tips. There are more makeup videos and skincare videos coming, so stay tuned. Bye.